Welcome to this Wednesday night basketball matchup between the New Canaan Rams and the New Milford Green Wave. I'm Gray Tomasco. Aside me is Will Langford. For more on today's game, Will.
Hey guys. So tonight we got the New Canaan Rams and the New Milford Green Wave. The Rams, they love to push the ball fast up the floor. They like beating teams in transition. They tend to go to a man defense. However, they have had successful time with a 1-3-1 zone. Unfortunately for the Rams, they have 3 major injuries tonight, coming to 2 starters and the 6th man. Spencer Wright, who's dealing with a foot injury, and Lorenzo Marsili with an ankle injury. And Jack Lanahan's also out tonight with an illness. For New Milford, their bench is not deep as well. They usually run a 6-man rotation and don't go much farther than that. They only have 1 seating in the starting lineup, so a lot of young talent for the Green Wave. They are a big shooting team. They have a lot of shots from the field, especially against their last game against Valley. And they like to push the ball up the floor, and they're a fast-paced team.
Look, the Rams here very injured coming into this game. 3 key players for the Rams here hurt, and New Milford coming in with no key players hurt here. This is definitely going to affect the game and the outcome, as before these injuries, New Canaan was definitely the heavy favorite. So, Will, what are some of your keys for New Canaan today? What does New Canaan need to do to show up?
Yeah, so some of the keys for New Canaan. The Rams' offense is led by junior guard Griffin Bramlett and senior guard Jack Laddick. Laddick led the team in points last year, and Bramlett dropped 21 in their season opener against Wright Tech. Bramlett is excellent at pushing the ball up the floor and forcing teams to play at his pace. He plays just like Danny Melzer likes it. He plays fast, and he plays in transition. When he knows when to push the ball up the floor, and he knows when to slow it down. The Rams will need to control the pace of play. They need to be tight on defense in order to win this Holiday Classic game tonight.
Right, and New Milford is a team here with a lot of talent from other sports. You have John Balsey III going to play lacrosse at the next level at Sacred Heart University. What are some of your key players for New Milford tonight?
Yeah, New Milford, definitely an athletic team. So they're going to have to control the pace of play because New Canaan loves to do that, and that's how they win games. In order to win, they're going to need Ryan Esposito and Michael Malachi to have big games tonight. Esposito is a big body. He's great at rebounding. He's like a Dennis Rodman type player. He's a big hustler, and he never runs out of his motor. Malachi is the team's biggest producer and usually the team's main ball handler. So both of those will have to have a big game tonight in order to win.
Right now, Santi Lacayo, a guy with the best shoes on the court. Will, what do you have on him here tonight?
Yeah, he's got great pink shoes. Senior forward Santi Lacayo, great rebounder. I had the pleasure of playing under Santi last year, and he is a great leader. He loves to motivate his team, and he's very vocal about it. He's a well-rounded player, and he really leads the team through his leadership and his defensive skills.
Right, New Canaan star junior Griffin Bramlett with 21 points in the season opener against Wright Tech. What do you have on him tonight?
Yeah, New Canaan is a team that really struggles with turnovers, and being the point guard of the Rams, he's going to need to limit those tonight. New Milford's an aggressive team that will force them to turn the ball over, but Bramlett's going to need to limit those and produce on offense as well as the defensive end. Bramlett is the star of this New Canaan's team, and he will need to show that tonight.
Right, and New Milford being the away team here, a lot of people in the crowd aren't too familiar with a lot of these players. What do you have on players to watch and some of the key guys for this New Milford offense?
Yeah, like we said earlier, Ryan Esposito, he's a great screener, and he plays with a huge motor. That's key to games like this. He'll never run out of energy, so the New Milford coach will never have to take him out of the game. He's a great rebounder and crashes the offensive glass really well. A great factor to have for your team. Offensive rebounds means second chance points, and second chance points wins games for team.
Right, New Milford, a team with not a lot of depth tonight. As you spoke before, they play a 6-man rotation. New Canaan here with 3 key injuries is kind of matching that, as they might not be going as far into their benches. They don't really have as much of a bench as they're comfortable with this game. Who are some more of your key players from New Milford? Who else do you see standing out and kind of in that 6-man rotation?
Yeah, once again, someone who leads this team is Michael Malachi. He took 20 shots against Valley in their last game. However, he only made 3 of those. He's going to need to turn that around in order to beat the Rams tonight. I would say he probably needs to make 8 if he takes 20. That's around 40% right there. In order to do so, he's going to need to take smart shots and not rush those. If he can do that, they will have a very good offensive night.
Right now, pace of play here for the Rams is normally very fast. I know we spoke to Coach Melzer, and that's something he advocates to his players and really looks for, especially at the start of games. How do you think injuries are going to affect this pace of play and the speed coming into the start of the game?
Yeah, great. Well, with a deeper bench, you can obviously play however fast you want. Coach Melzer conditions these guys every day, so I trust that they can play with whatever they need or whatever they have. But it definitely comes into factor when you have a 15-man bench versus tonight having only a 9-man bench. They might not be able to press when they want to at all times, but I guarantee you they will still play fast and they will still push the ball up the floor and look for any fast break opportunity.
Right, and New Canaan known for a rigorous tryout process will ambulance the night of the tryouts. So these players are more than conditioned for today's game. And how do you think, maybe some of that rigor in practice and the mentality that the New Canaan team practices with will affect in this matchup where New Milford doesn't have that much depth?
Yeah, well, I think Coach Melzer definitely installs hard work and diligence in their process and practice. And a lot of the senior leaders, like the captains, like Santi Lacayo, pushes that in the players. And practice is harder than games. I've experienced practice before with them, and you can tell it's a different intensity. It's all there. When you're playing against your own teammates, sometimes it's not as much. But for New Canaan, it's the opposite. They push harder. They want to get better in practice, and that's how it shows to games. It translates into the games, and you'll see this intensity tonight.
Right, and New Canaan pulling up number 4, Mike Smith, early this year. How do you think he'll, fit into this team as his first game on varsity?
Well, I played football with Mike Smith in the fall, and he's a great athlete. He played both sides of the ball, started at cornerback, went to wide receiver with myself, and he went back to corner for the state playoffs. He's a very versatile athlete, and he can do anything you need him to. And even though he's young, he can definitely produce.
Right, and now some starters here for New Milford. We have Jack Balsey, the third, number 2. You have number 3, Evan Perena. Sorry for the mispronunciations here. Number 5, Ryan Esposito. Number 0, Michael Malachi. You spoke before, great player. And number 11, Nicholas Culinary. For the New Canaan Rams, coming out first, number 0, Griffin Bramwitt, the star junior here for the Rams. Number 21, his first start of the season, Aiden McLaughlin, one of the better dunkers on this team. Number 13, Santi Lacayo, the guy with the shoes. Number 5, Jack Laddick. And number 1, Ty Groff, making his first start of the season, the football quarterback and kicker for the New Canaan Rams. We will now break to you for the Star Spangled Banner. Be back shortly.
It is with a heavy heart that we announce the passing of Al Sanseverino on December 19th at the age of 87. Al is the loving grandfather of Michael and of our current sophomore player Max, as well as New Canaan High School senior Mia. Al's greatest joy was cheering for his grandchildren at their sporting events. Al could be seen in the stands, sitting next to his son Tom and daughter Susan at all of our basketball games, home as well as away. We will miss one of our biggest fans. We are dedicating our Holiday Classic tournament in Al's honor. Please join us in a moment of silence to remember Al Sanseverino. Thank you. Please remain standing as we play the Star Spangled Banner. Ultimate possession, Canaan. Three-pointer for the Rams, Jack Black.
Rams with an aggressive defense, forcing New Milford to play at their pace, speeding them up a little shaky with the dribbling for New Milford here.
Finds Culinary on the outside here, guarded by Griffin Bramwitt. Back to Culinary.
Good backdoor cut right there from New Milford, but better defense by the Rams.
Gray with the ball here. Gray to his teammate, Culinary. Top of the key, guarded by Bramwitt. Ballsy the third with the ball.
Excellent defense by the Rams here, not letting them get in the paint so far.
Brendan here behind the back dribble. He'll find Gray on the outside, kicks it back up to Ballsy. Gray with the ball here, guarded by Jack Laddick on the Rams.
Offensive foul by New Milford Green Wave. Great defensive set right there from the Rams. Held them for over 30 seconds. That's very impressive by the New Canaan Rams. Controlling the game on both sides of the ball already.
Let me tell you something, Will. That is a win for the Rams here. That's the start they were looking to get out. A big three-pointer, and now they have possession. It's a big momentum. McLaughlin finds Groff. Lacayo with the layup.
Ty Groff. You can see the quarterback skills coming into play right there, and the steal by Jack Laddick.
Groff with the three. No good. Rebound by Perenid. Kicks it out to Ballsy. Ballsy carries down the court. Finds Culinary, kicks it out to Gray.
Back again in this motion type offense. Just a little bit long. Rebound McLaughlin.
Laddick down the court. Stuck in transition. That'll be a travel.
You know, right there, you just got to go up hard, draw the foul. You know, Jack Laddick, good finisher, but if he gets into their body, he's going to draw the foul and he's going to get to the line. And being a great free throw shooter, that's what he needs to do. However, good start for the Rams, 5-0, New Milford timeout.
Right, and that momentum was kicked off there by Ty Groff with his amazing pass, showing his football ability right there to Santi Lacayo for the easy bucket. And then Laddick picks another one up and gives the Rams another opportunity for a shot.
I mean, state title winning QB right there. You know, that's an excellent pass. Little bullet on that one, but good catch and good finish.
Right, shows his veteranship in both sports. I mean, Ty's an amazing player, and you know what's next? He's gonna kick it down the court here and get a big three.
Yeah, you know he's also a great three-point shooter. 2 looks already, hoping for him to get another. You know, good three-point shooter. Rams rely on that outside shooting a lot.
Early 5 here for the Rams. New Milford with 0, looking to get their first points on the board. What do you think New Milford needs to do differently, Will? Momentum's not going their way at the start of this game.
Yeah, you know, they tried to come out and press, but unfortunately New Canaan beat that press. But I hope they do it again because it really made New Canaan play at their pace like we talked about in pregame. So I see that being successful later on.
Lacayo guards Ballsy here on the inbound.
New
Ballsy
Canaan in a man press here.
Ballsy kicks it to Gray. Back to Ballsy. Bramwitt looks to pick up, kicks it out to Gray. Gray back to Ballsy.
Rams once again in this aggressive man defense, playing outside the three-point line.
Ballsy finds Brennan. Culinary here, kicks it to Gray, back to Culinary. Guarded by McLaughlin. Looking for space, cannot find it. Ballsy with the ball here. Kicks it out once again to Gray. On the ground, Culinary with the ball.
Might have been a travel there, sliding around the floor a little bit.
Gray misses his first 3 attempts.
Another great defensive play by the Rams. You know, not letting up a single penetration dribble for almost 30 seconds once again. It's going to be a struggle for New Milford on offense if this keeps happening.
Right, and here's the Rams without their best defensive player, Marsili, tonight, and they're playing great.
You know, Rams bringing the intensity from the tip. That's exactly what we like to see.
McLaughlin with a little floater, puts one in. That's 2 more for the Rams.
Great entry pass there to find an open who's posting up. Aiden McLaughlin right there. Easy finish as he had great positioning underneath.
John Ballsy beating Lacayo here with speed. McLaughlin on the ball. The layup does not go in. Good rebound by McLaughlin. Carries up to Laddick. Finds number 5 for the Rams. And a steal. That is number 3, Evan Parod.
Just a turnover there by Jack Laddick. You know, had Santi Lacayo, but chose to dribble in the paint. You know, that's what's going to happen against an aggressive New Milford team.
Culinary first bucket here for New Milford.
Back in the press for New Milford. Very intense for New Milford here.
Laddick finds Lacayo. Laddick looking for the three. Back to Griffin. The Rams will reset and get a possession out of this
New
one.
Milford also in a man defense like the Rams.
Tiger off with the ball, top of the key. Kicks it out to Bramwitt. Bramwitt finds Lacayo in the middle. Lacayo with another bucket.
Great finish by Santi Lacayo right there. Might have been a little foul there, but you know the refs are going to let him play. Almost stolen by Ty Groff, but New Milford brings it up the floor.
Full court press working well here. Bramwitt contests the shot. Three is no good. Ballsy gets the rebound, top of the key. Kicks it out to Colinieri. Back to Ballsy. Down low to Gray.
Good closeout by Ty Groffer there, denying the three-point shot from Gray.
Nearly a steal by McLaughlin. Ball
Great
saved.
hands right there, forcing New Milford Green Wave to be in a uncommon spot.
Ballsy kicks it out to Colinieri here. Struggling to make something happen. Lockdown defense from the Rams.
Great defense by the Rams. Multiple hands getting on the ball and forcing pressure for the New Milford Green Wave as New Milford subs here.
That'll be number 24, Darnell Sicaro Bronson, and number 32, Tyreek Lindsay here for the Wave.
New Milford retains possession after the Rams tipped it out of bounds on the defensive end. Colin Tiscornia came in as well for number 1, Ty Groff.
Ballsy the third. Finds Colinieri. Back up top to Bronson. Bronson finds Ballsy.
Colin Tiscornia also playing aggressive defense. You can see it's not just the starters. Whole entire team today. Coach Danny Melzer's having them play aggressive tonight.
Right here's Tiscornia, as you spoke about, on Ballsy. Layups up, layup no good.
See, and those second chance points by New Milford right there. Key to winning this game. Great rebounding right there.
Right, amazing play by Tyreek Lindsay here. Lacayo once again finds a layup in the paint. Unfortunately, that one does not go.
Number 22, Fletcher Heron checks in the game for 13, Santi Lacayo.
Right.
Junior forward here.
Fletcher Heron, the guy with the best shoes on the court, the Hot Wheels. Inbound. Missed.
And that's what a press is going to do to you. New Canaan likes to speed up the game, and right there, pressured the inbounder, froze for half a second, and he threw it out of bounds.
Laddick looking for a teammate here, hopefully an easy bucket. Bramwitt finds him.
Elevator screen right there, however, fails to Laddick.
Bramwitt kicks it out to Laddick. Laddick drives to the hoop, out to Bramwitt. Bramwitt goes up for three, and it's no good.
Just off the back iron. Bramwitt so close once again.
Rebound Lindsay. Finds the point guard, Jack Ballsy, the third. Carries down the court here. Kicks it out to Bronson. Bronson to Colinieri.
Great help defense by the Rams there. A little bit out of position, but great recovery right there by Griffin Bramwitt and Colin Tiscornia.
Bronson falls out of his shoe here. Keeps the ball to one side of the court. McLaughlin playing out hard defense. Green Wave not able to do much with the ball here. Kicked out once again. Driving to the hoop, that's number 3, Evan Perenad. And blocked.
Not today, my friend. Blocked by 22, Fletcher Heron.
Laddick going up. Bucket is no good. They're going to call a travel on him. Coach Melzer not happy with that call.
Wow, that is a very bold call. A lot of older refs do not like the Euro step. However, that is 2 steps, and that looks like an and one to us up here.
Kicked out to Colinieri here. Colinieri, Laddick looking for redemption. Bucket put up, foul in the paint. He'll have 2.
I'd like to say that Aiden was straight up there. I'm not sure about that foul call right there.
Right, 2 questionable calls there. It is tough to call a perfect game, but 2 in a row is definitely something Coach Melzer is not too happy with.
Yeah, you know, a lot of high school refs won't let you perform that move. However, it is a legal move, the Euro step that is.
Tyreek Lindsay, first free throw is good. Number 5 checks in, Ryan Esposito. Tyreek Lindsay here, second free throw. One's up. Second is no good. Rims out. Griffin Bramwitt finds Tiscornia. Fast pace of play here. Bramwitt once again to Tiscornia. Finds Heron in the inside. Kicks it out. Wide open 3. Laddick.
New Milford in a trapping defense right there. Very, very a lot of pressure for the Rams.
Heron kicks it out. Gives Laddick another opportunity. Makes the smart decision, kicks it back to Bramwitt. Fast pace of play here for the Rams. Colin Tascornia elects to slow this one down.
Good patience by the Rams here with a constant trapping from New Milford. They're in a 3-2 zone, it looks like, right here.
Right, Coach Melzer's got to be happy with the way these Rams are moving the ball. Laddick, bad pass here to McLaughlin on the inside, tipped away. Rams will maintain possession.
Great IQ play right there from John Ballsy III. You know, very active and great hands to tip it out of bounds right there.
Laddick finds Bramwitt.
Risky pass right there as John Ballsy just got his hands on the ball.
Back to Bramwitt here. Slowing down, restarting this possession. Fresh shot clock, 31 seconds here in the first quarter.
Aiden McLaughlin right here in the short corner, flashing for the ball. However, does not get it.
Tascornia here finds Laddick at the top of the key. Got to do something quick here. Bramwitt finds McLaughlin, kick back up. Tascornia with the open three. Tascornia's first three attempt is no good.
Just long, but great ball movement by the Rams as New Milford brings the ball up the floor with 4 seconds left.
Right, stolen by Fletcher Heron.
Fletcher Heron.
That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here at New Canaan Varsity Gym with a score of 9-6. Well, I gotta say, this is a lower scoring game. I feel like the Rams have been moving the ball very well, and I haven't really seen this much, offensive movement. It's definitely something they've been working on in practice. How do you think that's working into the game plan here?
Yeah, definitely not the score we expected, but definitely the game style we expected. Fast-paced, both teams pressing, and a lot of moving the ball around the key to find open shots. New Milford went into a zone right there late, which forced the Rams into an uncomfortable offense they probably don't practice too often, as you could see there. They couldn't get a lot of penetration inside the paint and struggled to find an open bucket, as you saw in the last possession. With this 9-6 score, very low from the shots we've seen. Both teams are going to have to start making their shots, may even go deeper in the bench, start pushing the ball up the floor, but both teams are going to have to change offensively.
Right, and going coast to coast, back and forth there. We had both teams with a lot of transition, I feel like, and New Canaan Rams have played great defense this entire quarter. A lot of steals. You saw one from number 22, Fletcher Heron, wearing the Hot Wheels there, and just a great play out of him and moving the ball down the court. Unfortunately, no points were scored for the Rams, but just plays like that and different movements I think are going to contribute to this Rams scoring offense.
Yeah, and you can see here, number 10, Teddy Whitaker out on the floor, providing extra ball handling for the Rams in this aggressive New Milford defense. 2 point guards on the floor right here for the Rams. Let's see if this is beneficial for Coach Danny Melzer.
Right, New Milford checks in the same lineup here. Definitely not an issue yet, but fatigue could come into play here in the third and fourth quarter as New Milford is really just playing at a 6-man. Ballsy the third once again with the inbound here, guarded by Groff.
Rams once again in this aggressive D. Groff playing him 10 feet outside the three-point line.
Right in Culinary here, guarded by Bramwitt. Bramwitt, one of the better defensive players for the Rams. Saved by Fletcher Heron before it goes out of bounds. Teddy Whitaker carries up the court. Finds Groff. Groff finds Bramwitt, kicks it out to Fletcher. Back to Bramwitt. Bramwitt restarting this offensive possession here, setting something up.
A little discombobulated for the Rams there as you saw Coach Tisha coming out and patrolling the offense.
Right, a good pass by Teddy Whitaker, getting that ball over Culinary, who was looking for the steal. Bramwitt drives to the hoop, puts one down for Lacayo. Lacayo nearly with another bucket.
Great contest by number 5, Esposito right there, forcing Santi Lacayo to take an obscure finish right there.
Right, and that ball will be batted out of bounds by the Green Wave. It'll be the Rams' ball here inbound.
Look for a Griffin Bramwitt 3 right here, or a Ty Groff.
Bramwitt finds Heron in the paint, gets blocked by number 3, Evan Perenid. Lacayo misses the floater on the inside.
You got to capitalize when you get second chance points. Those are big in games like this, especially against two great teams. You have to capitalize when you have easy second chance points.
This is Bronson on the outside. Bronson looks for Culinary, batted down by Bramwitt.
Excellent pressure by Bramwitt right here. Oh, great call by the official right there. 5-second call. Griffin Bramwitt with the excellent pressure right there. Thought that was foul call, but great call by the official.
In my opinion, Bramwitt's my favorite player to watch. He'll have 20-point games as we saw in that season opener, and right there, as I spoke on before, he makes great defensive plays that go unnoticed. And part of that is just his athleticism on the court and just people looking at other things, but his defensive ability is there. And I believe he's one of the better defensive players on this team.
And Brentwood's tenacity, you know, he's a team player. You can see not just offensive guy. He's playing as hard as he can, both ends of the ball. He hasn't come out of the game yet. So for 10 straight minutes, he's playing as hard as he can for this New Canaan Rams team.
Right, and New Milford, you know, who are you looking for to step up? I know Bronson's been doing a lot here for the Green Wave, and Culinary, definitely one of the better players just from this matchup alone. You know, who do you think needs to step up and have more of a role?
Yeah, I'm actually looking for Esposito. You know, forcing the paint right now, tallest guy in the floor. I want to see him get a rebound. You know, provide second chance opportunities for this New Milford team.
Bronson to Culinary here, guarded by Bramwit. Ball looking, kicks it down low to number 14, Carlson, his first minutes of the game. Bronson here to Perenid.
Rams in this man look, however, similar to a 2-3 zone they're running with a lot of help. Ty Groff steal brings it up the court.
Groff here to Bramwit, top of the key, kicks it back to Groff. Smart decision to keep moving the ball there.
New Milford back in a 2-3 zone, forcing the Rams in unfamiliar territory.
Back to Bramwit, top of the key. Teddy Whitaker here, kicks to the inside.
Rams are doing everything they can to beat this zone. A lot of swinging, open shot Bramwit, top of the key. Bang! Griffin Bramwit from top of the key. First points of the game for Bramwit.
Right, Bramwit's first three of the night. Bramwit's a great shooter, and just giving him open threes, pointer opportunities like that is exactly what the Rams are looking for.
You can hear this gym getting loud and wild right now. Very tight and intense right now, you can tell.
Right, Bramwit here locking up Bronson, not letting him get anything. But Bronson finds a ball, floaters up and just barely misses. Rebound by Whitaker.
Great contest by Santi Lacau right there. Forced a rainbow shot.
Bramwit drives to the inside of the hoop, puts one up. Falls no good. Lacau with the putback points.
Right there. That is great offense by the Rams. Force penetration, get them out of position, and Santi Lacau with the easy rebound and second chance bucket. Right there. Great offense by Santi Lacau.
Right, Santi posting and toasting all game here, Will. Those are his second or third putback point opportunities this game, and it's really been special that he's been able to put some in.
And New Milford can't find the bottom of the net. 3 minutes in the second quarter, and they still don't have a bucket.
Whitaker takes the open three. Whitaker, no good. Bronson with the rebound. Carries the ball up the court here. New Milford needs to get some points on the board. Guarded by Groff. Kicks it out to Carlson. Culinary finds to the inside. Esposito.
Rams look a little tired here. Not as aggressive as they once were.
Carlson looks for the bucket. And the bucket is good. Carlson 50% on the night.
Carlson finds the bottom of the net right there. Big three for New Milford as they were in a very bad scoring drought right there. Good way to start off a second quarter here.
Look, New Canaan waiting for subs here. Both teams waiting for subs. Laddick, McLaughlin, Ballsy, and Gray looking to check into the game here. Back to Bramwood on the outside of the key. Kicks it up to Whitaker. Whitaker. Back to the top. He's going to kick it back to Bramwood.
Rams struggling to penetrate this 2-3 zone. A lot of swinging around the key, but I like some inside passing here. Bram with the three attempt and just long.
Right, Bramwood, an aggressive shot there, but that shows how aggressive of a player he is. Groff here guarding Bronson. Bronson looking for space, finds Carlson on the outside, one of the better shooters on this team.
Good help defense from Bram right there. However, he was just late, and he was charged with a blocking foul.
I thought he was out of bounds there for a second. It looks like after that foul, caused him to step out of bounds.
Yeah, you know, you can tell they're tired. Rams are never late on their defensive shifts. However, Bramwit was just half a second late and unfortunately charged with the foul.
Culinary inbounding the ball here for the Green Wave. Looking for a teammate. He finds Perenid. Ballsy the third here, guarded by Whitaker, top of the key.
Whitaker forcing him left here. Not so strong with his left. Ballsy the third is.
McLaughlin looks for a block, and the shot is missed. Bramwit with the rebound. Chases up court. Back to Laddick. Finds Bramwit, top of the key. Kicks it out to Santi. Laddick down to Whitaker. Back to Laddick.
Once again, this 2-3 zone providing many problems for the Rams. Coach Danny Melzer takes his first timeout, as you can see. Rams not getting anything going besides outside shots against this 2-3 zone.
Right, and good timeout call. When you're up 5 in a low-scoring game like this, slowing down the pace of play and making sure you get a smart possession is really important. And, getting 3 more points on the board for the Rams here, this possession could be really big.
Yeah, Rams need to score here. They're going to need to figure out how to penetrate this 2-3 zone. I like Bramwitt swinging around here, swinging around the top of the key, maybe penetrating the zone and kick down to a block as the defender helps up as the 2-3 zone shifts normally happen like that. Rams can look to find a layup right here. That's what I'm looking for.
Right, and I agree with you. I think the Rams are going to try and open up this defense. You might be able to speak a little more on that, on how they might be able to do it, but they like Bramwood shooting, and I think if they can let him get hot, and, he's had 1-3 tonight, and I think you get him a few more attempts, then he really gets going. You're looking at a 20-point game, especially in this situation. Maybe he heats up after halftime. Low-scoring first half, it's definitely something that could happen.
To beat a 2-3 zone, you got to move the ball around quickly, space the defenders out, get them out of their position, and then you can look inside, and then that's how you get easy layups. Rams got to start moving the ball around here.
And that's what the Rams have been doing all night. They've been moving the ball great, and Coach Melzer's got to be happy with the speed that they've been doing it with. Just unfortunately not being able to finish. Bramwood here. Crossing halfway to Lakyle. Back to Bramwood, top of the key. Finds Laddick. Laddick 3-point attempt, no good.
And all that didn't penetrate there. I like that play call. Laddick gets an open 3, a great 3-point shooter with a great opportunity. You can't blame that.
Culinary finds Ballsy the third, guarded by Whitaker. Back to Culinary.
Once again, Whitaker was forcing Ballsy the third left, clearly not wanting to go left, passing it up.
Gray guarded by Laddick here. To the inside. Blocked by Lacayo.
Great defense right there, and great outlet pass to force it up the floor. Rams playing at their own pace right now.
Bramwitt finds Laddick. Laddick looking to get it back to Bramwitt. Bramwitt controlling this offense here in these possessions. Bramwitt to Whitaker. Whitaker back. Flips to the other side. Laddick back to Bramwitt, top of the key. Bramwitt finds Laddick's shot is not taken.
Rams have not touched the paint. Now they have on this possession. Good pass into Santi Lacayo, but it's blocked by New Milford.
Right, and the press starts the second the ball is dropped here.
A little too greedy right there by Santi Lacayo. Missed a layup, trying to get the ball back. However, charged with the foul.
Right, an aggressive play there, and you know what? It almost worked, and maybe that gives the Rams the second bucket. He's definitely a little upset with that call, but playing aggressive like that can create opportunities if you're successful, and maybe he was just moving a little too quickly.
Yeah, that's a ticky-tack foul. It's a little unneeded right there. Could have just got back on defense, saved his team a foul right there.
Discornia here checks in. Number 2 guarding number 2. Ballsy the third brings the ball down the court here.
Very handsy on both sides, and Discornia's charged with the foul.
Coach Melzer not very happy with either that call or Discornia's play. One or the other.
I believe it's a mix of both there, Gray. Ballsy the third there with a lot of arm extension, but Discornia also a little slow to cut him off.
Culinary here inbounding the ball, guarded by Bramwitt. Gray finds Culinary
nearly
in the
stolen by
inbound.
Bramwitt, trying to deflect the pass, denying everything the Rams are tonight.
Culinary to Ballsy. Ballsy looks for something. Jumper.
Pull up Jay, and the bank is open tonight for New Milford.
Evan Perenna there with his first 2 of the night. Bramwitt brings the ball down the court. Finally getting some scoring going here.
14-11 our score is, just over a minute to go in the second quarter.
Discornia to Bramwitt. Left side of the court. Finds McLaughlin on the inside. Batted away by John Ballsy the third.
That's a forced pass right there. A little unneeded from Bramwitt. I saw what he was seeing, but it wasn't there.
The layup goes in. Perenna's fourth points of the night.
New Milford cashing in on the turnovers from New Canaan, pushing the ball up the floor, not letting him get into position, and taking the easy layup.
Look, New Milford down 5. Makes this a 4-point game, the last 2 buckets here. Discornia with the 3, and it's good.
From way downtown, Colin Discornia puts the Rams back on top.
Foul there on Laddick. A lot of fouls in this press. You got to think, is New Canaan going to slow down and, not play this press, and will that affect the fouls that they're having this game?
I mean, you can see Coach Melzer's frustration. 5 fouls on the New Canaan Rams, only 1 on the New Milford Green Wave. Clear disparity here. The refs can't say anything, but looks a little one-sided right now. Steal by Jack Laddick. Great positioning.
Laddick puts up 2. Laddick with the dagger. Culinary brings the ball down the court. Transition play here. Down to Perenid. And the and one goes in. What a great shot.
Count it and send him to the line. Refs are calling it tight on New Canaan tonight.
Right,
Laddick might have also had the and one, but refs are opting not to give that to him.
Right, I believe that was the 6th foul.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Coach Melzer was arguing about. 6 fouls in 1 half to only 1. And the teams are both playing intense. I mean, not really sure what's going on here with the officials tonight.
Right, I think part of it is the full court press, and when you're playing an aggressive game, some officials might not be up for that. Free throw is missed. Lindsay with the rebound. Great rebound. Nearly steps out of bounds. Culinary finds Ballsy the third, guarded by Tascornia, top of the key here.
New Milford going to wait for 1 shot. 8 seconds left. Run a little play here for John Ballsy the third. Little out of control. Travels in the paint.
Swatted away by Lacayo at the end there.
Yeah, John Ballsy the third loves to get things going, but a little out of control on that possession.
Listen, John's a great player there, and he's definitely, one of the better starters here on New Milford. Whitaker drives to the inside. Floater goes up. No good. Just before the half.
Rams lead by 4, 19-15. Very low scoring for the Holiday Classic game tonight at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, December 28th.
Right, and Will, you just spoke there on kind of the low scoring, and, maybe you want to break down on why that is and what these teams are doing differently.
Yeah, especially the Rams, they very much focus on defense, especially in practice. They spend at least an hour on it every day. And you can see New Milford does the same exact thing. They really focus on their defense, and that's clear based off the score. They're not letting them have easy buckets, and they value it more than offense. So having this low scoring is not too uncommon with these two teams. However, there's been a lot of shots taken, and not a lot have fallen for either team.
Right, and that is the end of the first half here at New Canaan Varsity Gym. The Rams up 19-15. We will be back to you with a few minutes left to go here after the end of the halftime period. Welcome back to the second half matchup between the New Canaan Rams and the New Milford Green Wave here at New Canaan Varsity Gym. The score right now, New Canaan is leading the Green Wave 19-15. Will, what have you been seeing in this first half that New Milford and New Canaan need to work on?
Yeah, I mean, both teams struggling to penetrate the paint on offense. You know, a lot of wins come from points in the paint. And a lot of teams, they're not having layups tonight. So I would like to see a lot more drives, you know, going to the rim hard, drawing the fouls, getting easy points wherever they can. Both teams are locked down on defense, so it's become a challenge for them in the second half.
Right, and here's something to talk about. Both teams have also been preparing for this game for a while. John Ballsy III here for New Milford was up last night for 3 hours. You know, his girlfriend was over, and he was making a candy cane puzzle. John Ballsy III, you know, really mentally preparing for this game, and he was so into his puzzle making that he actually hid his puzzle in the bathroom so the cats wouldn't be able to get it.
That's dedication right there. You know, puzzles really start working your mind. They start helping you calm, get peaceful. You can see he's very mentally prepared as well. Probably was watching a lot of film during that time as well, preparing for this great matchup against the New Canaan Rams.
Right, and that's how he's been able to move the ball around today, and his playmaking abilities are there. New Milford just needs to finish their shots, and, you know, John Ballsy really creating for this team and making something out of some of these opportunities. Start of the second half is underway. Griffin Bramwell will inbound the ball to Jack Laddick. Laddick playing point guard for the Rams right now, brings it down. Looks like New Milford is in a zone defense look.
Yep, back in their 3-2 zone. Very aggressive open shot. Laddick so close. In and out. Jack Laddick just barely missing right there.
Ballsy the third carries the ball down the court. Finds Culinary. Back to Gray.
Rams man defense is a very help defense. They have a lot of positioning into which they do not let their men be other men.
Brennan to Culinary here. Culinary to Gray. Gray checking back in here. Played a lot in that first quarter. Culinary back up top. New Milford, slow pace of play. Brennan here.
You can see the Rams, they force each individual player a different way. Great charge by Santi Lacayo right there. Even better call by the official. Finally getting the calls the Rams are. Santi Lacayo in perfect positioning, like I just said. Like, Rams love to help their teammates.
Right, and Aiden McLaughlin there ready for the ball as it came and really just sold that one for the Rams. Brandwood here takes the inbound. Carries the ball down the court. Kicks it out to Groff. Starters back in for the Rams. To Laddick. Guarded by Culinary. Back up top to Bramwell.
They just missed Ty Groff in the corner right there. He's open for a wide open three. Got to find those when he's as good a shooter as he is.
Right, Laddick here. Looking
Rams
for the ball.
Reset the play.
Back up top. Bramwell to Laddick. Laddick sits still. Back to Groff. Top of the key. Kicks it out to Bramwell, who drives to the hoop.
Hard drive by Bremett. Finds McLaughlin on the block. Rebound, Santi Lacayo misses again. Rebound, Santi Lacayo, and finishes. Great, strong finish by Santi Lacayo.
And he got in the weight room on that one, really coming through. McLaughlin with the steal. Finds Lacayo. Lacayo with the putback. Found the pain. Lacayo will get his opportunities. That was a great possession, entire possession there from Lacayo, and he really put the ball up there and really made something out of some missed opportunities.
They're going to call that one on the floor there. I imagine they would have called that before he went up the shot, but I'm surprised they did not award him with the free throw line.
Bramwood drives to the hoop, guarded by Culinary. Kicks it out to McLaughlin. Bramwood with the smart decision. Drives to the hoop. Culinary looking for a call. Lacayo finds McLaughlin.
Santi once again making things happen. Ty Groff short corner, just short.
Ballsy carries up the court. Ballsy finds Perenid. Back to Ballsy. Almost tipped away by Laddick. Ballsy drives to the hoop.
Maybe a double dribble, maybe a travel there. But they're going to call a foul on number 2, John Ballsy III. Little surprising call there.
Right, aggressive play. He was on the ground. I think he got under Bramwood and kind of caused him to fall. Bramwood here bringing the ball down the court for the Rams. Guarded by Gray here in the zone. Bramwood to Laddick. Finds Groff to the inside. Great cut by Groff. Brings it back to the outside. Bramwood down to McLaughlin.
Another great cut by Groff, but couldn't weave it in there.
Great pick by Lacayo.
Great ball movement by this Rams. They find Bremen open on the wing. Oh, and it rattles in and out. Ty Groff runs it down.
Right, and perfect ball movement, ends short, but the Rams will get the ball back, and that's just something they're being blessed with tonight, you know, making great plays like that, and really karma goes their way.
These guards for New Canaan cutting really well, and it looks like a blocking foul right there, but the refs are going to let it play on. Nearly stolen right there, but Jack Laddick with the open three.
Laddick with a quick release, tipped out of bounds. That'll be New Milford Green wave ball. I'm not sure who tipped that one out of bounds, but might have been Gramwit here. Number 32, Lindsay checks in here for the wave.
The Rams in a man press right here. Going to force New Milford to play to their pace once again. Tigeroff and Jack Laddick up in the front court.
We'll see how long it takes Ballsy the third to throw that.
Backcourt, my mistake.
Looks for the inbound long ball. Good defensive play by Griffin Bramwit.
Great defensive play by Bramwit right there, forcing the turnover by New Milford.
Right, and you can see Perenna was not too happy there with that pass, and he didn't have the confidence in himself to get that ball and was a little upset with Ballsy the third for throwing that one. But, you know, you got a football quarterback, wide receiver, kicker like John Ballsy. You got to take your chances with throws like that, and I think it was the right decision. Lakayo here, jab step.
New Milford switching to a man defense here to the likeness of the Rams. Rams much better against a man defense.
Laddick here drives to the hoop. Laddick with a jumper, and it's good. Two more for Laddick.
Pull-up J by Jack Laddick. That's his game right there, finding his groove.
Ballsy stumbles, finds Culinary here on the inside. Lindsay, put up, layup, easy two.
And that's how you make a press right there. Excellent offense by New Milford Green Wave. Great passing, minimal dribbling leads to great opportunities under the basket, like that layup right there.
Groff finds McLaughlin. McLaughlin hit in the nose.
Little miscommunication by the Rams right there. I see what each were saying. Bramwit was looking for the back door. Tigeroff looking for the three. Got to communicate on those if you're the Rams.
Right, I totally agree with you. Ballsy the third inbounding the ball for the Wave. Looking for Lindsay, does not find it, finds Bronson. Bramwit chasing Bronson here. Lakayo on the back.
Trapping defense, nearly stolen. However, New Milford breaks it, baseline cut.
Culinary picked up very quickly.
Great pass by Ballsy the third there to a deep two. Number 11.
That is Culinary there with a great shot. Lakayo takes his first three of the night. No good, just long.
Just long off the glass to Jack Laddick. However, he steps out of bounds. Turnover by the Rams. You know, let's go back to that possession for New Milford. You know, that's how you run an offense right there. Great passing, great penetration, and that's how you find open buckets.
Right, I agree with you, and I think New Milford has been moving the ball very well towards the end of this game, and you can towards where we are right now in the game, and you can see they're going to continue to do so. The halftime speech definitely worked.
Either 5 seconds or a travel right there. However, ball doesn't lie. Out of bounds, John Ballsy the third of New Milford.
Right, ball does not lie. The Rams will regain possession.
Yeah, definitely something there. Either 5 seconds or a travel. However, Rams get the ball anyway.
That'll be Groff to Bramwit on the inbound.
Packed house we have here in the New Canaan High School Gymnasium. Getting really loud and rowdy.
McLaughlin to Bramwit. Bramwit taking his time. Fletcher with the deep two. Two, bang!
Little elbow jumper there from Fletcher Heron back in the press for the Rams. However, they easily break it, but no, it is a jump ball, and New Milford will retain the possession.
You know, I think the refs are calling an interesting game here, and there's a lot of calls that are upsetting this New Canaan coaching staff. And, you know, you saw before that 5 second situation on the inbound. It's definitely something to look out for, and maybe New Canaan capitalizes off another 5 here.
Colin Discordia checks in the game for Agent Zero, Griffin Bramwit. Great inbound pressure from Tigeroff right there. Tip pass, Aiden McLaughlin. Steal Colin Discordia.
Goes up for two, and the and one goes in.
Aiden with the hang time there. Count it and the foul. Aiden McLaughlin.
Let me tell you something. McLaughlin is the guy that can dunk here on this Rams team. And, you know, he goes up there just – you know, a little off balance and doesn't put one down.
A little kiss off the glass, Aiden McLaughlin.
Couldn't agree more. A little kiss off the glass and a great and one. He'll have his shots at the line.
That is a momentum turner right there for the Rams. Aiden McLaughlin steering this Rams offense to victory.
McLaughlin, first shot. One's up. Does not go.
Does not to complete the three-point play. However, we have a lane violation here. I believe the lane violation's on New Milford. Aiden McLaughlin will get a second chance to complete this three-point play.
Right, the green Grinches there, the shoes, you know, kind of tipped over, and McLaughlin with a second.
And
Second,
misses
no good.
again, but rebound, Colin Discordia, second chance opportunity. Tygroff passes up a three-point opportunity to Jack Laddick. Pull up Jay once again, he's in his bag. Jack Laddick once again with the pull-up jumper.
Boom goes the dynamite. Laddick is hot right now.
Oh, and Tygroff upset at that call. Now talking to New Milford. Looks like a tipped ball from New Milford there, but the refs will reward New Milford with the ball once again.
Heron with great pressure.
A foul on number 1, Tygroff. I believe he was a little mad after that no call for the Rams there.
Interesting. Looks like someone got their feelings hurt. Colineri inbounds the ball here. Fletcher Heron with the long arms. Great pressure.
The
Finds
Rams
Lindsay.
pressuring the ball all night with great intensity. This is really working in their favor. Rams pressuring in the backcourt, not letting anything up. Timeout, New Milford. Great pressure by the Rams right there to force the timeout.
Right, and the Rams players doing everything right. You saw Fletcher Heron at the start of that possession. A guy that doesn't really give you a lot of space to inbound the ball, and those long arms, there's not much that's getting by.
Yeah, I mean, almost another 5-second call. A lot of frustration here for the New Milford Green Wave, and Rams doing everything they possibly can to keep them in the backcourt and force the 10-second in the backcourt or 5-second on the inbound.
Right now, how about that? The Rams extending their lead to 10 points here with 2 minutes left in the third.
Same group for New Canaan on the floor. I like to see more intensity from the Rams. Only one foul call on them this half. Finally seeing a fair game called by these officials.
Right, and we're looking forward to some great ball movement here from both of these teams. New Milford needs to get some more points on the board to make it to the next round of this tournament. Fletcher Heron once again.
Great inbounds pressure, now trapping. Steal by Colin Discordia.
Discordia finds Groff, wide open three.
Just long. Little tie up underneath with Fletcher Heron. New Milford pushes the ball up the floor.
Colineri driving to the basket. Pass goes to nobody.
Oh, I don't know about that call, Gray. I didn't see a tip there. I don't think you did either.
Right, I'm not sure. I thought I had a pretty good angle here, and I didn't see that ball come into contact with anyone.
Yeah, I think that was just a poor read by New Milford. However, refs once again award New Milford with the ball.
Ballsy the third here. Checks in, inbounds. Big
risky
throw.
pass. Oh, that looks like backcourt to me. Deep three, and it's good from the parking lot.
Colineri eyes it, he buys it, and he tries it, and it was good.
And he's talking trash to Jack Laddick in his face right there.
Right, a lot of talk for being down 7. Laddick looking to make a play here. Finds Discordia on the inside.
Oh, and great play by New Milford. Oh, and another tip pass by Griffin Bramwitt.
Right, Griffin Bramwitt with a lot of great IQ on that play, understanding that transition was there and batting the ball away was the best way to prevent it.
That's how you pick up a teammate right there. After a turnover, chases down the man who stole the ball and tips it out of bounds, giving the Rams a chance to set up their defense.
Colineri here with the ball. Number 11 finds Carlson. Carlson drives on Laddick. Nothing. Lindsay.
Carlson looking to get rid of the ball very quickly there. Little timid.
Great.
Aiden trapping him in the corner.
Right, great defensive attempt.
Little risky pass right there. Almost out of bounds, but John Ballsy will restart the offense up top.
Ballsy drives on Heron.
Refs really letting him play. A lot of hands from Fletcher Heron right there, but good no call by the refs, and that should be Rams basketball. But
And Colineri finds nothing but air on that shot. Ballsy the third will inbound here for New Milford, their third inbound of the possession.
Rams looking to sub here again for Santi Lacayo. Maybe subbing here so they can add more pressure on the defensive end.
Once again, New Milford only having the deep ball as an option.
Great defense by the Rams off the inbounds pass, forcing them to restart their offense all the way from the top of the key.
Culinary finds Ballsy. Ballsy carries around the top of the key. Ballsy kicks it out.
Good help defense by Colin Discordia and Jack Laddick right there with the steal. That looked like another foul to me, but no call.
Right, nice. Bramwood wide open three from way downtown, and it's long.
But Santi with the follow-up bucket right there. 2-point layup, Rams up 9.
Put back by Lacayo. Perenid to Culinary to Ballsy. Ballsy drives up the floor to Carlson. Finds Lindsay, does not find Lindsay.
Kick ball by number 13, Santi Lacayo right there. However, pleading his case with the official that hit off his leg, not his foot.
Right, and an interesting call at the beginning of that chaos when Laddick just got that rebound and carried up the court. I think he was clearly fouled. I think at the end of games, when there's low time remaining and people have, those quick fouls to stop the clock, they're a lot later than that. He was like kind of pulled.
I think right there the refs realized the situation in the game, let the Rams have the fast break, so I'm all right with that no call, Gray.
Right.
Backing Griffin Bremet down, however, no good. Looks like a lot of aggressive from New Milford right here. A lot of no calls. Griffin Bremet down the lane. Good hop step over the lane and just misses the layup. But they will call Fletcher Heron with the aggressive foul right there.
Bramwood upset with himself, but that's not something he can do right now. Bramwood's a great player, and he's known to rebound from a simple mistake and get back up and put some more points on the board. So his strong character, I think, will really affect the rest of this game, and he's going to have some more great plays.
Rams back in this press, trying to force guards to the sideline where they can trap here from behind. Just like this, the Rams execute it almost to perfection, but John Ballsy escapes the trap.
Oh, and a missed layup from Sturino. Whitaker drives on Perenid. Tiscornia takes the three from way downtown, and it's just short.
Tiscornia almost hitting the buzzer beater right there. Almost would have been a dagger to go up 12 to the start of fourth, but they will only stay up 9, 31-22 as we end this third quarter here.
Right, and going into this fourth quarter, Will, a lower scoring game, as we spoke on before, and the points have definitely started to pick up, but 31-22, what do you think these teams are doing wrong on offense?
It's not really what they're doing wrong on offense. Rather, I would say it's what the teams are doing right on defense. You've seen a lot of aggression coming out of the second half. Both teams playing like it's their last game ever. I mean, on the floor, every single player, 1 through 5, whole bench, trying to take the ball away from the other team. So defensive playing with great intensity on both ends, and I think that's really why our score is that low. I would say, yes, offensive production's not as good as it could be, but defense is really a strong suit for both teams tonight.
Right, and I think both of these teams are definitely stronger defensively, and the Rams without Marcilli is their best defensive player and rebounder, and who do you think some of these players compare to? NBA comparisons. You want to give us one for maybe John Ballsy?
Unfortunately, I don't have one for John Ballsy, but the way Jack Laddick's playing tonight, he's playing like Devin Booker. Devin Booker, great pull-up game, and we've seen Laddick hit multiple pull-up J's tonight.
Right, Laddick having a great night and definitely one of the better shooters for the Rams this time last year. Highest shooting percentage on the team, I believe. Bramwood inbounds here to Laddick. Bramwood really controlling this offense and slowing down the pace of play.
New Milford back in this 3-2, 2-1-2 type zone they love here. Rams a little confused as to what play they're running.
Lacayo to Laddick. Skip pass. Back to Bramwood. Bramwood finds Lacayo. Lacayo looks for a cutter. Back to Bramwood. McLaughlin. No handoff. Hands it off to Lacayo. Laddick. Back to Whitaker. Whitaker to Bramwood.
Rams haven't seen the paint on this possession. I would like to. Oh, great entry pass to Santi Lacayo. And the reverse finish by Santi. Great finish right there. And even better entry pass by Bramwood.
That's a textbook bucket right there for the Rams. Head coach Danny Melzer was very excited with that play.
Oh, good hands by Bramwood. Just short on the three-point attempt. But rebounded and put back up New Milford.
Right, Colin here, he misses the three there, but a great putback by Perenid.
Oh, and Bramwood just forces a pass right there. You love to see Bramwett push the ball up the floor, but slow the pace down a little bit when you're up 9 in the fourth quarter.
Ballsy to Gray. Gray checks in here. Finds Culinary. Culinary bringing the ball down the court. Back to Gray. The
Rams
green wave.
loving the intense pressure here. Ballsy penetrates. Knocks over McLaughlin. No call.
Nearly a great 2 there from Ballsy.
And the Rams will gain possession from that.
Wow, you know, that was nearly a great 2 there from John Ballsy, and, you know, making the decision to drive to the hoop as opposed to kicking it back out for a 3 was, you know, something he thought was the better decision. Actually, a captain for this team as a junior. He's a great player, and making that decision, unfortunately, didn't work out for him there.
Yeah, great. I agree with you. I think that was the right decision. No foul call there, so I'm surprised about that, but going to the rack hard usually gets you the foul call.
Laddick here finds Whitaker on the cut.
Goes
Whitaker
up hard and misses. Refs really letting him play tonight underneath the hoop. Not a lot of foul calls on these contested layups. Ty Groff at the scores table. Awaits to check in.
Culinary guarded by McLaughlin. Bramwood on Gray here. Perendon out the top of the key.
New Milford in 0 rush to get a bucket here. Oh, and it's stolen by Jack Laddick.
Brings it down the court.
Nice Euro step, and it's good. Talking trash to New Milford as he does it, finishing in their face.
Right, and Laddick understanding that's the time to do it. You make a great play like that. Jump ball forced.
Jump on, I believe that should be New Canaan basketball.
Great hustle by Teddy Whitaker there, the junior for the Rams.
My mistake, it is New Milford ball.
Ty Groff checks in here for Whitaker.
You know, that's how you pull away from games. That move by Jack Laddick right there. That steal and that Euro step, talking trash to New Milford as he does it. You know, that's just how you take the heart out of teams right there.
Ball's here looking for the inbound. New Milford takes their sweet time.
Almost stolen by Ty Groff once again. Just off left and rebound Ty Groff.
Great box out by Lacayo there. Groff with the rebound. Finds Bramwood, who brings the ball down the court.
Ballsy getting a lot more pressure on Bramwood here.
Lacayo with the ball. Kicks it out to McLaughlin. Once again hitting the nose.
Rams looking for their best shot here. Santiago Kyle passes the 3, probably going for the layup. Wow,
no bucket.
He's going to call travel on that. I'm not sure about that call. That looked like a nice hop step by Bramwood in the lane.
Look, and I think Coach Melzer understands here for the Rams that might not be the best call, but I think he might understand why they gave it to him. And you know, I think Bramwood had a great hop step, and I don't believe it was a travel myself, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, you know, refs, they don't see the carry step anymore, or the gather step as some might call it. And New Milford throws the football pass out of bounds. New Canaan will get it underneath New Milford's basket right here.
Right, New Milford likes to inbound the ball with John Ballsy there, and you know, definitely a football player and a quarterback here, and he really does it all for the Green Wave. They made a state run this year in the playoffs, their first time in the Class L playoffs in school history. Bramwood with the ball, kicks it out to Laddick. Laddick with the 3, no good.
Rams shooting a lot of three-pointers tonight, but luckily that was off New Milford.
Right, and with a lockdown defense, they've had the opportunities to safely do so. They're up with a lead 35-24 with 5 minutes to go here. Bramwood finds McLaughlin. Elects to drive in, finds Groff. Rams bench upset. McLaughlin didn't take the 2.
Rams reset with Laddick up at the top of the key. New Milford in a man look here.
A lot of cutters. Finds Laddick.
Good pump fake by Laddick. And the pull-up J rattles just out. Coach Melzer unhappy with that shot attempt by Laddick.
Laddick guarding Ballsy. Presses out here. Ballsy drives to the inside. Prevented here. Top of the key.
Looked like a push-off right there by New Milford.
Great to Culinary.
Great defense by the Rams. A lot of pressure still late in this game.
Bramwood with the clamps.
Almost stolen by Ty Groff right there. New Canaan's been in the passing lane all night. Great charge attempt, but no call. They're going to call it off of New Canaan's foot right there, out of bounds. New Milford will retain the possession. Surprising no call, Gray. What do you think about that no call on that charge attempt right there?
Right, I think Laddick was definitely looking for something there. You saw he fell back, and he was looking to take some a foul call, and he was smiling, when he got up. So, he was doing it. It was a great attempt, but unfortunately it just didn't go.
Rams student section and bench really getting into it right here. Stolen by Griffin Bramwitt. Looks up to Jack Laddick. And he finishes once again right in his face. Nice move by Jack Laddick to put the Rams up 13.
Great, finds Perenna. Bramwitt with a chase down. Perenna missed bucket. Gray elects to put it back and knocks.
Santi Lacayo with the fly swatter. Get that out of here. He sent that to the moon. It's in the bleachers right now.
That's in a whole nother universe. Lacayo with a great block there. He's an amazing player. Definitely gets some blocks for the game, and I think that's his best this season.
Oh, my Santi Lacayo got up and took that thing away. He said, not today, my friend.
Great momentum shift here for the Rams with the lead 37-24. 3:36 remaining in the fourth. Will, right now at the timeout, if you're New Milford's head coach here, what are you telling your players?
You got 3.5 minutes, down 13. I want you taking smart shots but fast shots. You can't be spending 30 seconds on offense, and you need to create steals. You need to create turnovers. No fouls, but you need to play aggressive. And the fouls come, but you need to start playing aggressive, cause turnovers, and you need to have stops. Right now, they're having a lot of trouble stopping the Rams. You need to stop them for a period of time in which they will allow them to score and come back in this game.
Right, and head coach Al Tolomeo is definitely a veteran here, and he's just a great coach, and I think he's writing up a play and maybe to get New Milford some points on the board. They're definitely not counted out of this game yet. I wouldn't consider them out of the game until maybe at most a minute left because, 9 points in basketball is something that, sorry, not 9. They'll need 13, and, it's something that's achievable. If you watch some of your NBA games, Luka Doncic, you saw had, a 9-point comeback there, and I think New Milford's going to be looking to do the same thing and kind of creating.
Yeah, I'd like to see them come out and press right here and force New Canaan to do anything what they want to do. Anything but they want to do, I'm sorry. New Milford coming out in a press like they did in the first half really forced them to play fast. And in doing so, I think New Milford can have a good shot at coming back in this game.
New Milford here. Out of their timeout. Play drawn up on the board here. They'll definitely be running something here from the inbound. Maybe something long with Ballsy here. He likes to throw the big passes.
Colonieri sets up the screen coming off it.
Look, Bramwitt reads the long passes. He's jumping up to get one of those. Bronson, guarded by Laddick. Top of the key. Perenna finds Ballsy. Guarded by Bramwitt, drives to the hoop, kicks out to Bronson. Bronson drives. Does not put one up, elects to kick it to the outside. Perenna, great shot attempt, not enough arc. Rebound by Bramwitt.
Good outlet pass by Bramwitt. Aiden McLaughlin down the middle of the lane, looking for the ball there, but they're going to settle. Griffin Bramwitt restarting.
Right.
Hold this.
Smart play by Laddick there, just slowing the ball down, not forcing anything. You're up, and just looking to get some minutes off the clock.
Yep. Oh, wow. Thought they would have called a foul, but good timeout call by Coach Danny Melzer right there. Probably drawing up some offense to which they can at least have a 30-second possession.
Right, 30-second possession here is definitely something you're going to want to use up. 2:56 remaining in this game. You're going to want to run the clock out as much as possible and, try to prevent either of these teams from really getting more points on the board is kind of the way they're looking at it from their own standpoint. And New Milford needs to be locked down in defense here. What are some of the things you think New Milford needs to do to get back into this game?
I mean, they're going to need to attack they're going to need to attack New Canaan. That's plain and simple. Outside shots have rarely fallen tonight, so I would assume they would want to drive and draw fouls. Surprisingly, Gray, without Marsili tonight, they still have very well defended this game. And their best defender, great player all around. But without him, I'm surprised they've still had this great of a defensive night.
Right, and that's something you sacrifice, missing your best defensive player. Normally, it means your defense is going to be a little weaker that game. But I think the Rams have really picked up, and a lot of guys, McLaughlin stepped up there for the start. And he's had an amazing game. And I feel like with a little more confidence, he's going to be putting up, 10, 15-point games in the near future.
Quick trap by New Milford, but Bramwitt gets out of it smartly to Lacayo. Oh, and he just misses the layup.
Bronson with the rebound, brings it down the court, goes up for two.
Great attempt by Aiden McLaughlin right there. That's how you play the game of basketball. Stepping in to take the charge. That's how you take one for your team and take the heart out of New Milford right there.
Right, and a lot of power Bronson goes up with there, and you saw, he was really looking for a foul call of his own, and it looks like McLaughlin took the rule book and really made a play of his own. Picked up here, Colinieri, guarded by Bramwitt, finds Ballsy to the third.
Oh, and you just see they're running out of options here, forcing a lot. And as you can see, did not work there. Turnover, New Milford.
Miscommunications happening. Colinieri breaks his own ankles. Laddick laughing, having a little fun with that one.
Laddick and Colinieri have been going at it all game. And Laddick finally getting the last laugh. Great pass by Sandy Lacow, but even better cut on the baseline by McLaughlin. Rams keep on adding to this lead. Another great defensive play by the Rams. Ty Groff stepping in to take the charge, ripping the heart and ripping the intensity from New Milford.
Right. Great play by Ty Groff there. That was an amazing play, and just taking a charge in a place like that really is demoralizing.
You can see he loves his team by the way he reacted to that call. He was fired up, Gray.
Right, a lot of smiles from this Rams team here as we close out this game. Just past the 2-minute mark, Bramwell crosses that midline. Kicks back to Ty Groff, top of the key. Out to McLaughlin, down to Bramwitt. Lindsay with the steal. Batted away. Picked up by Perenid. Bramwitt batted out of bounds.
Good hands by Bramwitt to not get the foul call there. Only ball. Slowing New Milford down once again.
Right, and a lot of smiles here from this Rams team as they've been moving the ball very well. Bronson, guarded by Laddick. Out to John Ballsy, looking to make something happen. Finds Bronson. Open jumper. No good. Lakai with the rebound. Down to Bramwitt. Bramwitt drives the court. Finds Laddick, guarded by Bronson. Kicks it out to Lacayo. Lacayo holding the ball. Out to Bramwitt. Bramwitt increasing his pace of play here. Finds Lacayo on the inside. Batted away by Perenid.
Good save by Ty Groff right there. That's great effort, even though they're up 15 with a minute to go.
Look, swung behind, picked up by Laddick. Great awareness.
Bramwitt down the lane through traffic and finishes with the left hand. What a drive and finish by Griffin Bramwitt right there.
Right, and a very tough layup by Bramwitt, finally getting his own there. Bronson goes out blocked.
And rejected, but a foul call, Aiden. Love the effort, though, right there. He's telling him, you're not coming back here, and you're not going to make a shot without coming through me.
Right, and McLaughlin definitely stepping up the game here today defensively and really putting on a show. First shot for Bronson. No good.
Major substitutions for both teams here.
55 seconds left to go in this one, folks.
Oh, and number 4, the sophomore Mike Smith making his first appearance tonight. Gotta love to see that.
Smith checks in. The sophomore that was pulled up to
Michael
varsity.
Sterling Smith was his first appearance. Santi and Ty getting a clap from the crowd.
Look, they deserve a standing ovation. Lacayo and Groff have both had great games. Bronson, second shot. Second one goes. Whitaker with the inbound.
Love to see Mike Smith get a touch here. I love to see what he can do.
Look, he's open.
Get it to him. Oh, welcome to varsity, Michael Smith. Hard foul right there. Love to see it, though. I love to see the young fella get minutes.
Rams very excited here.
As the Rams are in the bonus, Michael Sterling Smith will head to the line for a 1-and-1.
Michael Smith, 1-1.
First shot from Smith. Extended routine. First one goes!
And the bank is open for Michael Smith. Cash that one for Smith. First points of the night and first points on varsity in his career.
Look, great time to cash your first check here. Second game of the season. It is the Holiday Classic tournament for the Rams. Second shot from Smith. Oh, second goes no good.
Michael just misses.
Bronson carries down the court. Guarded by Discornia. Mike Smith guarding Gray. The outside. Air ball.
Air ball, New Milford. Fletcher. Outlet pass to Jack Laddick.
But Carlson, a great shooter,
And that
unfortunately,
should
air balls.
about do it. Rams should hold on to this ball here.
20 seconds left of play. Rams leading 42-25 in the
and
fourth
Mike
quarter.
Smith with another touch. Love to see it.
Heron looking for Laddick.
You know, just a couple minutes ago, Gray, this was like a 5-point game. Now we're looking at a 17-point lead from the Rams.
Right, and the Rams really pulled away in this one, and that'll be the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, what a way to pull away in the game by the Rams. Kept on stopping them on D, and, I mean, New Milford couldn't do anything to their offense in the late fourth quarter.
Right, and Will, what do you think the Rams did right tonight, and what do you think New Milford did wrong, which ultimately led to this
With
result?
a lot of injuries, Gray, they just played next man up mentality. They played as a team. They played their strengths. They minimized turnovers as well, and they controlled the pace of play. That's how they won this game, and I loved what I saw tonight. They played everybody who was eligible tonight, and that's always a great way to end the game. Rams will take on Southington, I believe. My mistake. The Rams will take on Southington Friday night, 7 p.m. for the Holiday Classic Tournament. The Rams will look to win it once again on Friday night.
Right, Rams looking for their second win in a row of the Holiday Classic Tournament. The gym clearing out here. We will be back to you for a New Canaan High School varsity game tomorrow. Same gym, same time. That'll be it. Myself, Gray Tomasco, my partner here, Will Langford, checking out for the night. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the call.